So what's up, folks? And before you do anything else, hit the like button. And it don't hurt if you hit subscribe, but it would be nice if you hit the like button. Because I think you're going to like it either way. What can I say? And my co-host is here. I'm Eddie, and my co-host, Jonathan's here. Say something to him, Jonathan.
Hey, how are you doing, folks? Good to see you tonight.
Are you mobile?
You said what? Am I mobile?
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, what? I need to, do I need to switch?
No. I just didn't expect you to be in a car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can do that these days. It's just you caught me off guard. I'm used to seeing
like
you,
I said,
behind four walls.
Oh, well, like I learned from you, right? But the man with the electric car, you don't use technology, right?
Okay, well, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I noticed you've been real active on Facebook, coming up with different, different posts. See, you did one about the frat brother, Lionel Richie.
The astronaut?
Lionel.
You find that interesting, huh?
I didn't know he was, hooked up with a younger girl like that. Because
why? As they say, why you got to stutter?
Well,
she's legal. She's legal. You don't have to stutter.
Legal. She's legal. She's definitely legal. But see, I remember back in '89 when his wife supposedly had beat him up.
That's right.
Like she's like a black belt in kung fu or something. And she beat him up when she caught him with another woman. They broke up, and I think he hooked up with that woman. I'm not totally sure. And now he has something that's legal tender.
Why, is that giving you ideas? Is that what's going on?
Well, I told you, I'm an incel because of COVID, so there's no ideals I can have. I'm stuck until I, get my shots. But
if you've been reading my posts, you also saw the one about Al Sharpton, right?
Okay, I know he broke up with his wife, and what happened there?
He's got him a 30-year-old.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, that part I wasn't aware of, but damn, he likes legal tender too.
Oh yeah, that's been all in the news about. I think that's why he finally put up that he's going to get a divorce, because he's been running around with her like the last few months. So the question is, how can you be a minister and
Which is true, and he's a minister, and supposedly he was separated from his wife for 15 years or something like that.
Yeah, 15 years. They got 2 girls, I believe.
And
they're grown though.
Yeah. I didn't know about the separation. Not that I know his wife, but I didn't know about the separation until a few weeks ago. Somebody brought it up in a conversation. Then it pops up on Facebook. So I'm like, damn, nobody's into that holy matrimony thing anymore.
Oh no, there's plenty of people. Look how many somebody, for all these divorces, somebody's getting married. So they're getting married. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Look at your boy. What do you think about your boy Kimye?
Okay, it's funny. Years ago, I did a video about him and Kim, and I said they just together for publicity reasons. And they were dating I had no idea they were going to get married and have kids.
Right.
So I was like, oh, fool me. But, it was inevitable. It was inevitable.
Well, you remember Jay-Z? Remember they were upset, him and Kim were upset that Jay-Z and Beyonce didn't show up at their wedding. But remember they talked about they knew all those cameras were going to be there,
Oh, yeah. They get tired of paparazzi. I know some people just they be clamoring to get that same publicity, paparazzi chasing after them, but I guess too much is too much.
Well, you remember the Kardashians are famous for being famous, and Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're more in the people that are famous for a reason, other than just, I'm just saying, I mean, other than taking off their clothes, what are the Kardashians known for,
Well, we'll see.
Right. Let's be honest. They have some nice bodies, right?
I guess. I just wonder who's Kim's next victim.
Once you go, okay. You're just one of those. Once you go black, you never go back. You don't look at women of another race.
Like I say, she gonna get her another victim. So we'll see. We'll see. It just
would you? She's working on being a lawyer.
That's what I hear, but I mean, I just think when you're a multi-millionaire, I just don't think the motivation is going to truly be there.
Well, her purpose now supposedly is that she wants to, free these people. She's part of that Innocent Project that those that have been locked up unjustly.
Yeah. Well, see, there's two ways that can go. There's there's people that, got locked up for nothing. And then they find out through DNA that they weren't supposed to be there. Then you got some who were messing up.
Right.
They weren't messing up. I mean, if you're a so-called drug kingpin and they call themselves giving you life, it's not like, you locked up unjustly. Oh,
definitely.
So
I agree with you.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a kingpin, you've done some things. I mean, it ain't all the drugs. You done wiped away some competition, and there's some other stuff. There's a few bloody.
Oh no, definitely.
Huh?
Oh yeah, most people that are locked up are in there for a reason. I mean, there's a few that have been railroaded, but I would say 97% of them are. They're in there because they should be.
I had a friend of mine who got locked up for no reason this particular time. The problem was he kept getting locked up for other stuff. So that time they thought they had their man. And it was one of them cases where if he hadn't been getting in trouble in the first place, they wouldn't have had him then.
Oh, well, that's what we talk about with our people. I mean, if we want to spread it over our people, the reason why a lot of them had the problem we do is like you just said. I mean, I know the law is unfair, but nobody told you to go steal. Nobody told you to go knock somebody over the head. I mean, nobody told you to sell drugs. I know there might not be jobs in your community, but you got to find a way to maybe go elsewhere and get a job. I mean, some people never think of that,
Well, the idea of building a skill is kind of like a foreign concept. And if you bring it up to them, they kind of wave you away. I mean, I've seen it. I've been there. So, I mean, it is what it is. I know people told me that I was wasting my time going to college just so I can work for the white man. I have been told that. So there is a mentality out there.
But people forget, though, that everybody works for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even if you're working for a black man, and I've worked for blacks and I've been fired by blacks. So, I mean, one thing I learned is a boss is a boss. It doesn't matter what nationality. You're going to have good ones. You're going to have bad ones. Hey, even Biden, I mean, even though he's the president, he still works for the people. He still had to beg to get votes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, name somebody, the only one when I look at it, the only one that doesn't have to work for anybody is God, Other than that, if you're a human being, you're tied to somebody, some kind of way.
You got to account for something, Oh,
definitely. Even if you own a company, I mean, if they don't buy your product, then you're out of luck,
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're always, I mean, it's made, every human is beholden to somebody.
Even like Elon Musk, who I read today that I mean, it actually made head like news that he was not the richest man in the world anymore. He was second place.
Okay.
I
Who's
mean,
back in who's in
I
first
don't know.
now?
I'm not sure who's in, I don't know if it's Bezos or who, but it made the news that Elon was in second place now.
Okay.
Still a multi-billionaire, but he's in second.
Oh, they still got more money. I mean, they can buy all of us and throw us away. So
Yeah. So that always kind of trips me out when, the headline, constantly seeking who got this and who got that and who's on top. And I can remember when I was a kid, it was the only person we used to hear about like that was Howard Hughes, and he was a recluse.
Right.
And it's funny, when he died, I think he died with 5 or 6 billion. And I remember thinking, like, that's all? I don't know.
Well, that was.
Huh?
But you got to remember, you got to put it in that time period, though.
Yeah,
I mean,
I just thought he had like 100 billion at that time. But
well, all is relative. Watching 20 years, you're gonna see 100 billion. Doesn't seem. I mean, pretty soon there's gonna be a trillionaire. Right now we got a billionaire. Sooner or later you're gonna see a trillionaire because Apple's been bouncing around as a company is being worth $1 trillion. Sooner or later you're gonna have a trillionaire. So remember, all is relative. So I mean, I think the main thing is your happiness. I mean, what makes you happy, and you could. I mean, you still see a lot of billionaires committing suicide. So it goes to show you, money makes life easier, but it doesn't solve all the problems.
Looking at the price of housing here in LA, and I would, like most normal people, I want to buy a house. And what are they going for? What, 450,000 now?
Oh, depending on where you go. Some places are even 800,000.
Yeah, and I mean it's getting ridiculous. So I have considered that I'm probably going to end up finding a vacant lot somewhere and getting a tiny house.
Or what you could do is just make, if you buy the lot, you can build whatever you want on it. So, I mean, you could start with a tiny house. And then, all you got to do is build a bigger house on it.
At the rate things are going, it's just going to be me. So, like I say, I'm just going to, for now, we'll look at the tiny house. And
why is it just going to be you? I mean, if you see that, like we were talking earlier, hey, if Al Sharpton can do it, then who else is that? Get you. I'm sure there's somebody. I mean, I know somebody's knocking on your door. You just decided not to answer it, though, right?
No, it's just timing. This timing. Like I say, I need to get those shots. But I am looking at, and I didn't realize that tiny houses are legal in LA now.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, the main thing is, but the other thing is you just never know. Just keep going and keep pushing. That's like me. I'm seeing how much money. I'm trying to make as much money as I can this year. I'm going to see what I can do as far as the down payment. Check out the CDC. There's a lot of these developmental places. And the good thing is a lot of LA is zoned, in our area, the hoods, for low interest loans. And, they want us to get a home. Yeah. So, if there's a will, there's a way.
Well, tiny houses, prefabs, modular, they fit in that category.
You ever thought of just getting you a condo? You ever thought of a condo?
Apartment.
No, it's something to start off with. No, but I mean, the thing is you can sell it. You buy it, build up that equity, and then you sell it. Yeah, and you move on to the next thing.
I still got to live somewhere. I mean,
no, you trade up.
Yeah, I keep hearing stuff like that, but I don't know. I never really liked the idea of a condo. I want a front yard.
Well, the thing is even these townhouses. I mean, that's all those. Have you checked out any of those?
A friend of mine in Compton has a nice townhouse, and I mean that it's kind of cool. I mean that's kind of cool. But
Yeah, you still get a yard, you get everything, and like you said, remember you got to start somewhere.
I
Start
hate
somewhere and then
I hate
build up.
homeowners associations though, and the
Well,
condos
didn't we
you
just
got.
say?
Huh?
But didn't we just say you got to be beholden to somebody?
Not all, not every neighborhood is a homeowner association.
Okay, but still, do you have to pay property tax?
Oh, that's a given. That's a
Do you
given. We
still
know
have
the
to follow
property
the
tax.
local zoning? I mean, some areas they won't let you cut your lawnmower on until 7 a.m. You might want to cut the yard at 6. Even though it's not a homeowner association, you're still bound by something, you know.
Well, they ain't got to worry about me cutting my yard at 6 in the morning.
No, but
That
I'm just saying you never know what
uh,
So yeah, some cities have its own where what if you have one of those giant campers, you can't park that in the you can't park that in the area. You gotta it only can be on the street maybe 2 or 3 hours, but you can't park it there. So I'm
yeah,
just
I mean,
saying everywhere you go, you got rules, you know.
yeah, I don't think I'll have to worry about any rules like that, except for homeowner association. And I understand homeowner associations can't stop tiny homes anymore, or modular homes, or prefabs
Mhm.
in California. Now, in other states, that's a different story. In California, they can since 2017. I'm just finding that out in the last few days.
You know, the other thing you need to do is like I've been doing is like check these auctions. I mean, there's plenty of fixer uppers you can find. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've been hearing, but it's just the competition is fierce.
No, look, you gotta jump in somewhere. Don't stop worrying about everybody. You just gotta
No,
get there and
no,
there and
I'm just saying, I'm
duke
being
it out. You
realistic.
know?
Yeah, I'm gonna
No,
try
and I'm
something.
being realistic too. I mean, that's why Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. Everybody else, look at all these teams. This dude went to a loser and turned it into a winner. So I'm just saying,
So,
it's out there. You just gotta believe. That one thing you gotta do is believe. You know.
yeah, I'm working at it. I'm working at it. So,
Then hey, get that dime piece you've been looking for. She'll even
okay,
if she works for the strip, even if she works at the strip club, she'll still be bringing home a check, right?
okay then, okay.
Take all those ones, and hey, if I get a stripper, hey, I'll take those ones, bro. Put them in the bank, and we're gonna get that house.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna start editing this in a little bit. So I'm glad that you were here, Jonathan. We can shoot the breeze and chill out for a moment.
Oh, it's always good to chop it up, and hey, remember, as long as they're 21, it's okay, bro. Well, at least let's just say 25. That way,
Legal
she's got all
tender.
of her playful. Yeah, yeah, she's got all of her playful out of this. At least, hey, and also she can rent a car, right?
Yep. Okay. Okay.
Because you can't
All
rent a
right.
car till you're 25. So, hey, at least, hey, it was good talking to you, bro.